everyone, welcome to Conversations with Njoki. I am Njoki. I'm a singer and songwriter, and in fact, many or most people know me as that, as Njoki from the 52 Weeks, 52 Songs project, the MN project. What you don't know about me is that I am a psychologist by training in the area of counseling. Psychology has many small arms under it, and so I am a counseling psychologist. I got my master's from USIU here in Nairobi, Kenya, where by the grace of God I did pretty well. I graduated with honors. Right now I am practicing psychology in one of the schools in Nairobi where I am a school counselor. And really, psychology for me is also a path that I find very fulfilling and very meaningful, because we get to just walk through life with people, yeah? And so that's actually what Conversations with Njoki is about, psychology. So why did I decide to have Conversations with Njoki as a show? Well, it's three reasons really. Number one, and I would say probably most important for me, is that there are not enough forums for people to just share their thoughts, speak their minds and their hearts, to analyze what's going on with them and feel not judged, feel accepted, feel heard, and even be able to sift through those issues. What I've learned is that people are busy. I've been busy. You're busy in school, or you're busy at work, or you have these goals, there are things you want to achieve, and there are not enough people who want to listen. There's not enough people who are saying, hi, how are you doing really? What's going on? You know, we're used to just saying, I'm good. And maybe there are things that we're going through and we're not dealing with them. So there are not enough forums, there are not enough people listening. And yet these issues, they affect us. They affect how we are at home, how we are in school, in class, how we are at work, and we're not dealing with them. So this forum is for that. It's for us to have some real, unjudged, unopinionated conversation where we get to just sift through whatever we're going through. Number two, it's to provide information. Whatever topic I cover here or whatever thing I talk about, I will have researched on it. I will have seen if there's case studies on it, what came up when they did the research, what are people saying, the gurus, if there are any in the industry, was there an article on it? And so you'll get facts. If there's something I came to appreciate in school myself, is that really you must have facts that are backing what you're talking about, not just your opinion, not just emotions. And so there'll be information, some tangible information passed on to you, statistics if there are, and that's the idea. Number three, it's for growth. One thing that we seek to do in therapy is that we want people to own their process. We want people to come to a place where, yes, things maybe have happened to you, circumstances were beyond your control. Maybe it happened when you were a child, or right now you're young and things are happening, or you grew up and this is what happened to you, or just life has happened. But then right now, moving forward, what do you do? There are decisions you can make. Do I continue on this path? Do I change it? And so we equip people with resources to know that, hey, it's in me and there's things that I can use even externally for me to move forward and to grow. And it's not just you who's going to need it. I'm on that path as well. But we want people to own their process and to know that they can do it. They can move forward despite their circumstances. So 3 reasons for Conversations in Njoki. Number 1, a forum where you can speak and hear and not be judged and work on yourself. Number 2, for information purposes. And number 3, for ultimate growth, that as a person, you will just be better. So today's conversation is on something I have talked about and mentioned so many times on my Facebook page. I have tweeted about it. I've created hashtags about it. And what has happened is that the more I've talked about it, the more feedback I've gotten from people who have asked me to expound, who have wanted to know how come I seem to have figured this thing out. And the truth is, I've also been lost where this issue is concerned. I have cried about it. I have written a song about it. When I think about it, I even get scared. Even right now, when I think, okay, so how is it going to go? And so I felt this is a very important thing to begin with, to have a conversation about, a short conversation. The topic is purpose. So what is purpose? Purpose has been mentioned in so many forums. I have felt lost, I remember, so many times, and I know guys have felt lost about it. It just looks like it's up there and unattainable. What is purpose? The simplest definition you're going to get of it is that it is the reason for which a thing exists. it is the reason for which a thing exists. And so, simple example, if it's a car, the manufacturer has made the car to take you places, to get there faster. Now they're beginning to make cars look prettier, so maybe even to create prestige for the person in the car. That's the reason the cars exist and their brands. The reason behind which a thing exists. Yeah? I actually read a really good quote by T.D. Jakes where he was saying there's a difference between what you're good for and what you're good at. What you're good for and what you're good at. And actually he sat on a speaker once and he was comfortable. He was sitting on a speaker, but then you know what? The speaker is not made to be a seat. Even if it's comfortable, it's not made to be a seat. It's made to give off sound. And so that's where he was coming from, when he's saying there's a reason for which things are created. There's a reason for which we are created. And that is what purpose is. The reason behind which a thing exists.
One of the things I saw you do in this sermon, Living on Purpose, where you came out and you actually sat on the speaker, and you say that most people, or many people, are using their life as a speaker, when in fact they're underusing their purpose.
Let me do that.
Okay, let you do.
You just ruined the whole thing.
I was trying to get it straight.
Yeah. Let me fix this.
I'm gonna let you fix it.
I was sitting on a speaker, and I said, this speaker will bear the weight of my body. It will make a chair in a pinch. It will get me out of a crisis. It will be a chair, but it was not designed to be a chair. I am not using it for its highest and best use. I said, many times we are pushed into functioning in an area that is not our highest and best use because somebody needed us to be something that we were not created to be.
That's what I was saying.
I got you.
Now you know what purpose is. That's, a nice definition. Probably easier said than done. I know that feeling. But how do you know that you're on that path or that you're getting there? And I'm just going to share with you a few things that I read from places and maybe share my own experiences in a small way. Number one, go to the source. Go to the source. And so if it's Peugeot, the car, manufacturer, you want to know why it was created, you go to the Peugeot guys. I don't know who they are, the Peugeot guys, okay? If it's us, well, we were created by God. And I know this can be a bit difficult. There's once I was told, you should just go and pray. And so many times I've had that, and I feel it's important to say that the thing is, if you want to know, just keep asking, okay? Even if you don't hear a voice in the middle of the night, you don't feel, a shaking in yourself, just keep asking. I've learned that the more I kept asking, the more that I just say, God, just show me, God, show me. Eventually, I started to move in that direction. So go back to the source. For us, it would be God. Keep asking. Now, I read a really amazing Huffington Post article that said 3 unexpected ways to find your purpose. I don't know if it's unexpected when you practice it now, but then they were really cool. Number 1, they said, keep doing. And this is what they meant. Keep applying yourself. And I've learned this as well. Don't just sit and wait for something to happen. You have some goals, create some goals, pursue those goals, apply yourself. If an opportunity comes for something, do it. So just keep doing, because in the middle of doing those things, you're going to find, I like this. Oh, this is interesting. So just keep doing. Number 2, they said, drop from your head to your heart. And what they meant is, what they said is that the heart is actually a pretty good compass for what you should be doing. They're talking about things that you're passionate about, things that just give you joy, things that are a no-brainer. Even if they're hard, you still do them because you enjoy doing them. And I've learned the same thing. In your heart, if you're in school and you're doing a course and you know if this thing is resonating with you. Although school, you may not have a choice. If you're in an office, you know in your heart if this thing is working for you, if you're enjoying, if you're fulfilled. So the heart is a good compass for, am I really doing what I should be doing? And number 3, they said, actually they put it really well. They said, break up with the one. Break up with the one, which sounded very interesting. But then we have this mindset. This is what they were saying. We have this mindset where we think we are created to do one thing. just one thing, and so we are really waiting for that one thing. For the longest time I thought it was just music, and so when I ended up in other places, I'm like, why am I here? I'm not doing music. God, this is not music. But then you're probably better at more than one thing. I'm good at music, I'm good at psychology. Turns out I can do video blogs as well. I can speak to people. And so give up the idea that it's just one thing. Sometimes you will end up doing something else and find out you're good at it. And actually that thing might lead you to another good thing, okay, that you should be doing. So number one, keep doing, apply yourself. Number two, drop from your head to your heart. Your heart will be a really good compass for you. Number three, dump the one. Basically dump the idea that there's just one thing. But overall, you need to go to the source. You need to keep asking. It's going to be clearer. So that was my take. A little of what I've read, a little of what I've experienced on purpose. I'm still on the path. There's no way I've reached. We are all on that path, and I'm still practicing these things. I hope, honestly, that they were helpful to you. If you have more to say, if you have an idea that could help someone else, please comment. Comment on Facebook, comment on Twitter, comment on YouTube. Just make sure you put up that information so that we can talk. It is conversations that we're having, okay? So feel free, welcome. If you have topics as well that you think we should tackle, please put those up as well. I will make sure I read through. I'll make sure I hear you guys and research, and then we're going to talk about it, okay? So please comment. I am on Facebook. Njoki is the page. If you haven't been on it, get on there and like it and see what's going on. Okay, there's a lot going on the page. I'm on Twitter as well at Njoki254, and I'm on Instagram Njoki254. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel Njoki. You subscribe so that we can keep having conversations as well. If you want to listen to my music off the MN Project, soundcloud.com/the MN Project is where you can source that stuff out, okay? There's really good uplifting music on there, so get there and just see what's going on. Otherwise, let's talk next week, all right? Kwaheri. Bye.